Hey everyone, Jeremy here from Flatware Creations. I am getting set up to make some fork and spoon diet sets. I still have to go through and pick out my silverware and kind of see what we have and what I can make. So I figured I'd take you guys along for the journey today. Welcome back, and thank you so much for coming back to Flatware Creations. We have a lot of fun in the next coming days. I have some few projects I'll show you here in a second. Let me just make sure everything is working correctly. That's there. Let's refresh this. And that is not me. I want to see. Oh, there we go. Let's click on this one. Alrighty, so we are set to go there. Okay, so I have that's there. We're gonna put this guy right over here. Let's say hi, and I think that is it. So you guys can probably hear some humming in the background. That's the tumbler. I have put this over here somehow. Okay, let's just focus over here. Okay, so I have bud vases. The spoons are in the tumbler. They're going to be tumbling for a few hours. I just put some Dawn dish soap in there and set it for 3 hours, and then I go to work. Today we have, let me get you guys up here. So this is the first thing. I got a new toy. This is a crucible. Basically, I can pour my melted silver in here to make different wires. I can also flip this over and make bar stock, so I can make it any length I want or width I want. I'm super excited to have this. All of the ones that I made before didn't hold up so well, so I'm glad to have this one. Let's get him out of the way. If you've watched on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that I made this design. Well, you saw this one. So I have this guy I'll be making in probably my next video. It's using a moonstone. So the moonstone's going to go right there, and the Larimar is going to go just like that. So it should end up being really pretty. And then this is going to be the back. So I'm going to cut out a heart behind the moonstone, and I'm going to cut out a star behind the Larimar. I forget. It's one of the ones I always forget. So this is coming up very soon, and today I got in something that I've been looking into. Hi Havoc Dynamics, Nate, what's up? So I just got these babies today. I was wanting to do something with some nice stones, and I found out that one of the second stones similar to diamonds, actually I'll put that right there. See if I can get you zoomed in here. This moissanite is one of the autofocus off. Alright, now let's zoom in. So these stones are a hardness of 9.5. Not quite. Oops, let's see. Autofocus, there we go. This does not want to focus. Let's do this. Zoom this out, put it on autofocus, and let's zoom it in. They're so pretty. I want to get them captured. They have a little bit of green in them. So close. Nah, it's not gonna go. Oh well. Let's take this back to here. Maybe I can get you. They are super pretty. I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys as what happens with these. The only thing I don't want to do is I don't want to make a pair of earrings. I want to make maybe a ring or set it in some sort of setting on a pendant. I just don't want to make earrings. That's the only thing that I've got going, or that I'm requesting. No earrings. They are pretty. I think they're 2 carat. 5.2 carat. Or 2 1/4 carat. They're whatever that says. See if I can get the light off of this. There you go. They're whatever that is. They're nice big stones. Super excited to have them. I've been waiting for them a few days. I also have another project in the works. This forktopus that I made a while back is from 2 sterling silver forks, and he has blue sapphire flush set eyes. I'm ordering some black diamonds. I'm gonna flush set some black diamonds in his tentacles, try and raise them up another level. I think it'd be fun. So, if you're on Twitch right now, please follow me. That way you guys can see all my updates. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and if you hit the bell, you'll be notified whenever I post a new video or do a new live stream. So the way things are going to be going for the most part, let's see if I can do this now. The way things are going to be going for the most part is I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch. Most of my work day is going to be spent right here on Twitch, and once the stream is over, I'll be uploading it to YouTube. And it's going to be under the playlist Twitch live stream. It takes a while. They're going to be long videos. If I have a special point in one, I'm trying to make a little reminder of what minute or where I'm at in the stream, so you can just go see that point and not have to watch the whole 5 or 6, 12, 50 hours of footage, unless you just want to watch me work all day, and that's fine too. I think that was it. I just flattened like 50, actually it's like 55 to 58 spoons in about 10 minutes with my vise here, or not my vise, but my I press. Get you. Why won't you do what I want you to do today? There we go. Sorry about the camera work. My camera guy's off duty. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so that just gets that there. So this is the line for my exhaust vent, and this is the line for my over here. This is the line for my Dremel tool. So first, here's what we're going to do. I have a couple bags of silverware. This should still be autofocusing. No, autofocus is off. There we go. I gotta keep checking back. Okay. So we need silverware. That's what we need right now. I got some spoons. Loud noise. Alright, so the spoons have to fall into two categories. They need to be wide enough to print on, and they need to be smaller spoons, so teaspoons. So like this pattern right here doesn't have a whole lot of a pattern, so I'm really thinking this, and I shouldn't have untaped it, man. The other thing is I have to have a set of forks that match this. So we're gonna set these off to the side for a minute. Let's get another couple of patterns picked out. I need to be able to stamp diet spoon on the handle and it still show up without getting lost in the pattern. So the ones that I just did, so I know I can do those. These guys will work. This will work. That will definitely work. Queen best can go away. So the reason I'm picking out a bunch of different patterns right now is because I need to have choices whenever it comes to the forks, because I have to match all of these up. And if I only have matches in one or two sets, I need to make sure that I have those sets out. You're a good one, and you're a good one, and you're a good one. Okay, so I have a bunch of spoons picked out. Then I got my bag of forks. Can everyone hear me okay? And by everyone, I mean you, Nate. So I really like this pattern. I might have some more of these in my tote. Nope. 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 I know I have spoons that'll match that. This guy has a match right here. So there we go, we got a match. This one here goes with those. So we got one match. Boom. So that's going to be 4. That'd be 4 sets. So another one of those. This guy has a match, right? Oh no, I just matched it. Okay. Nope, nope. Did I save you? Nope. 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 I just did these guys, so I don't want to do them again. These are not supposed to be here. Those forks go to my wind chimes. So, no. Oh, did I have that one? Nope, I had it in forks. Okay, so we have, these are just forks. These are all no-goes. This is my one set. You know, I did have some forks in this pattern. I like to do everything in batches. So I can do one project, tool up for just the one project, get everything, get a whole bunch of them done, and then I can just work on all of my other projects. Oh, I thought I had one, but I don't. So the spoons here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. I did not tape these with this tape. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's going to give us 8 sets. That will be enough. Get all this put away. You're a match, you're a match. You're not a match. You are not a match. And you, I don't have any tape. Alright, let me get these put away. Whew. Alright, so we have some matches here. So I'm here. I think got that set. Let me just verify that I am live. Let me refresh this. Oh, my music stopped. Okay, so we are at 19 minutes. I don't see any chats. I don't even see David's chat. Okay. Can I follow myself? You are unable to follow yourself. Okay. So, let's see. You're not the one I want. I want this one. There we go. Hi, Kansas Muse. How are you? So we just picked out 8 sets of fork and spoons. These are salad forks or short tined forks, whichever you prefer. I did not tape this one either because masking tape always leaves a residue, always. So I'm gonna have to buff that off. So I have 4 forks and 4 spoons in that pattern, and in this pattern, yes, definitely trying to stay warm. It's pretty cold outside today. I was working on a car for a little bit and then it was like, nope, too cold. Okay, so for this we need to clean these up. I have a jig that I'll show you that I use for making the diet spoons. I use 2 taps, 2 of these graduated bits, and my drill is outside in the car. Let's see. Okay, so what I've started doing recently is every time I turn on the buffer, I'm going to mute you guys so you don't have to get your ears blasted by that. When I'm running the drill, I'll make sure I either tone it way down or mute it for you guys. I listened to one of the videos the other day and it was like really squealy, so I don't want to do that to you guys. Okay, I think everything's set there. These guys are ready to go. We just need to stamp them. We're gonna do all of these first. I'm really gonna run these through the buffer real quick just to get them nice and clean. I will bring you guys over here for the show. And I'm just doing these on my, it used to be my black rouge, now it's whatever color this one is, the next one down. I'm pretty much just trying to take off tarnish. I'm not too worried about getting down into the silver. It's not really going to take off so much that I have to worry about that. Alright, so I'm going to meet you guys. Let's get this going here. And, oh, I got to get my mask. This is going to take more than I can hold my breath. forgot how to take off my mask. Okay. Alright, so these guys have been buffed up. We're going to get our spoons ready. So all the forks are ready to get stamped. Alright, I'm going to bring you guys over here. And we're going to see if we can find the jig I made. This is not it. Where'd you go? I just changed my shop, so still getting used to where everything is. So this is the jig I made. It's actually a piece from a desk. I had a little thing go through here. Drilled these out. So these bits make big chips, filings. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change my drill up here. Sorry, my thing won't go that way. Huh. Oh well. Bring it out like this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drill a pilot hole basically. Can you do me a favor, honey? Can you go out to Zoe's car and get my drill? I think it's in the driver's seat, maybe? So this is a cobalt bit. What I'm going to do is take, and I'm just going to punch a hole. Well, not punch a hole, but I'm just going to put a hole here in the center. And it's just roughly center, kind of center in the little wider part. And we'll drill our pilot hole. That lets these step bits catch a lot better, and it goes a lot faster. So I just have these two little pieces of wax left. Let me grab another piece. So I actually got this, I got two 1 pound blocks of beeswax from another artisan at one of our shows. And I think we traded some, thank you honey. We ended up trading something for it. I don't remember what it was, but I have two 1 pound blocks of this stuff, and I just break off chunks because I need them, and I use this to lubricate my saw blades. And I also do it for my drill bits, so the step bits. So the step bit, you'll see me using the wax on here. I've also taken, and might be able to see it. So right here, there is a a notch, or not notch. I've actually ground down the gold plating off of it, and so that lets me know how far to stop for some of my pieces. So you can do that. You can use a black marker, but this method works a lot longer for me. Alright, so this is set. I have a drill, battery charging. Let's get this set to the right spot. Nice and centered. Let's turn you guys this way so you can see me. There we go. Helps it not be so dark, maybe. Glasses. I gotta change my station here. It's getting old really quickly. Let's do some. Where's all my. There it is. What do you guys think I should do? Some. Well, here's my personal. Jeremy's personal station. Okay, I can handle that. Alright, let's get these drilled. So I need. Okay. We're just going to leave that there for a second. Come back to this guy. I'm having such a hard time with the camera today. This is crazy. So that leaves us with a spoon that has some flashing on this side. It's not really going to be a problem. I found out that drilling from this back side is a lot easier on my bits and a lot easier to get the hole even. And then I'll just kind of clean it up on the inside. So this jig here I've taken so I can put my spoon in sideways and then lay it flat. So I have these two pins holding it in place, and this pin keeps it from moving to the side. So the drill turns this way, so it wants to turn it this way. So I've got that stopped. so you guys can see. There you go. So that I just got all the way through. Nice clean hole both sides. And I went all the way to the back, to the bottom of this one. Tighten down my vise a little bit. And I am kind of drilling into the hole towards the back, so where the comes through, I'm not straight up and down, I'm still coming at an angle. Drop that guy off. We're moving up to the next size. This goes up to a 3/4 inch. So our first I don't have a measurement on this, but this is one of the smaller ones. So our hole's not real big yet. And this part I always forget which. There we go. So we're going to take this one all the way in. Actually, no, we're not. I want to be able to get this flashing off. So we're not going to go super big like that again. We need to leave at least one step to clean up the inside. There we go. See this side here is clean. On the inside of this one I still have some edges that I have to clean up. So now we know where we're going. Grab a little brush here. I got a trash can down here on the floor. Alright. Let's keep going. You just got to watch out for that kick. Sometimes it just wants to grab. If you grab it, or if it grabs too much, you can really tweak that hole out. So that's what I'm doing, little bursts. So this little jig is really helpful. Really takes a lot of the extra work out of this. The first couple I made just took forever. Okay. We're done with that. So here we have all of our spoons. Away. Sarah, vacuum. I almost forgot to meet you guys. All right, there we go. Alrighty. So on this screen, it doesn't show me how many people are watching right now. There's no one. Okay, let's go back to here. So what we're going to do now is we got to clean these up. To do that, I'm going to use my little Dremel tool. Actually, it's a nail. It's called, if you search eBay, thin nail drill. You'll be able to see find this. And the handpiece that I really like is the one that flips open like this. It's got the little ridge things on it. That's how you can tell. The other ones that don't have this, you have to push it in and pull it out every single time, and it's just really annoying. So there's 5. So I'm just going to clean up holes. Alright, so there's no edges on it. So a lot of this is going to get smoothed out in the tumbler. So I'm just trying to get off any flashing, any edges. You can see how it's shiny right here. Let's see. So right there, it's got some shiny stuff to it. I'm just going to try and take that down. I always finger test everything to make sure that there's nothing sharp poking up. Going through the tumbler probably get it off, but I want to make sure, just like with all the jewelry I make, there's no sharp edges. nice and smooth. This guy's dead. These discs, or not discs, but drums, are 120 grit drums. Alright, one left. This is why I do everything in batches. All right. So we've got all these guys prepped. When I first started making these, I was actually cutting the circle out with my jeweler's saw. But since I was able to figure this out, it really helped a lot. This is the biggest one I have. This one goes down, it's almost 3/4 of an inch. So I guess if I wanted to, I could just put on this guy, yeah, 3/4 of an inch, just under, and use this to clean up the flashing. Oh, I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is the top of my the top of my drill press. I put magnets up there, and they keep all of my pieces right where I want them. And I don't have to search for them, so I can just pick them up and take them there. So, little tip. Same thing with my bits. I have these two bits are a certain size, these two, and then the cobalts are the easy ones to see. They're more of this dark color. Alright, back to work. So, our next step, we need to get out all of our stamps because it is stamping time. Let's get you guys over here. And I think from there I can zoom you in. Okay. Let me go back to this screen. So what I'm making, is this a new message or an old message from Kansas? This one's not showing up. It's not showing up on my feed. Okay. Alright, so I can't tell if that was a new question or an old question, but Kansas Muse, I am making diet spoons and diet forks. So the diet spoons all have holes drilled in them, and we're going to bend these forks so that only one of the fork tines is actually still usable. So these other three will come down and make it a diet fork. But we have to stamp them diet fork and diet spoon. So we have two different sets, two different patterns. And I'm going to turn this way, possibly. So I need to flip this bar over. Oh, I don't have my... Oh, you know what I do have? So this is a 1/2 inch. So my stamping block is up here. So I'm going to loosen this up. Pull these all right out. So I'm holding this piece on here. There's a little plate in here. That's what actually slides up and down this. So I'm just going to flip this over. I moved my stamps. So these guys are all capital, and this is Scarlet Signature lowercase 3/32. I haven't used them yet, so I'm not real sure on them. So here's a trick that I do. Let's move me over here. Okay, and so I've got these all permanent marker, and then I took my one of my diamond bits and I etched on there the letter. I just put these at different heights. Okay. So A to Z and then the and. Just got an order for a eyes purple. It must be a That's a good question. What is this for? Eyes blue. I think that could only be the octopus. Oh, it's a squid pendant. Okay. Whew. I was like, I don't have any forked spoons. I sold them all. So I do have some squids. Okay, so what I have here is all these are in a row basically. I'm just going to take one, set it in here, flip this over, we'll put it down on my block. So it's on my block right here. I'm going to turn this to where I want my maximum pressure is going to be right here. Okay, then I'm going to bring this right back up. I'm going to put this plate on there. Come on. There we go. Get these guys all in there. And then we'll calibrate our side to side and front to back. Come on, there you go. So I don't use this to go all the way hard in. Just go nice and slow and easy. So this is just a bit attachment. I think I got them at Harbor Freight for like $5 maybe. And I'm using the drill like a wrench for this last little bit. I don't want to use this too much. Now we need to adjust these to get our plate so our bar's not moving back and forth. Let me get you guys in here a little bit. See how it's going forward, front, back. Okay, so we'll just put this nut down, or bolt. Okay. Side to side is good. We're able to still move our thing here. Alright, now on this, there's a magnet right here on the side. That's what actually holds this in place. I do have two set screws here that can put more pressure on it, and I have modified this block. I did that in another video, so we don't need this one. So here's where talking and working is a hard thing for me. So we need to stamp diet on all of these. Forks and spoons are all going to get diet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the kit comes with this block. I like this is a stainless steel piece of scrap I got from a local machine shop, and I like it better just because. So we're going to grab our D. I've got it facing on the black side, which goes towards me. Lets me know that that's where it is. And we're going to come back. Actually, I remember last time what I did was I faced all of these away from me by one angle. So instead of it being this way, I turned it that way. So my D is actually correctly going that direction. I'll put this under here. I think I got some metal in my hand. So right here, I'm going right up to the neck. Depending on what you have to stamp, generally you can get away with that much space. And I've just pulled down a little bit. I've got my D. There it is. And now for the rest. Now this is a 1-ton press. And it has an extension in the bar here, which gives it more pressure. So you don't have to take it all the way down to get a really good stamp. And we just keep cycling through the silverware until we have all of the D's done. Trying to see if I can There are a ton of methods for stamping. I have tried and tried and tried to get my stamps straight, and I have constantly failed. So this way I'm pretty much just eyeballing them, just trying to make sure my silverware is straight. Alright, one last D. Alright, D is done. Let's grab our I here. Flip it 1 degree or 1, and we'll go down to the next letter. So we're going to drop this just down below. Let's see if I can get you guys there. Laptop's in the way. See if I can zoom you in. So I'm giving it just a little bit of space. Remember, we have 2 words to put on here. I found out that doing it this way also helped me to keep my letters more in a vertical line and not sitting on top of each other. don't get my letters so close together that you can't really tell where one is and the other one begins, because I can actually see the distance between this letter and where this letter goes. Alright, I'm gonna back you up here. Okay. Well, now you're in the way of that. You guys don't need to see my face. I like how this also, I don't have to worry about smashing my fingers anymore. I used to have to always hold the stamp with a pair of pliers and pray that I got a good stamp the first time. I mean, it would take me forever to do this many stamps. DIE. And we just keep repeating this. Just make sure your stamp is deep enough to be able to hold the marker, or to be deep enough to hold the patina if you're using something like liver of sulfur or something like that. Watch what the silverware does. See how it kind of bends up a little bit? We're actually bending these as we're stamping. We're going to flatten those back out once we're done. They're not going to be super flat. Still definitely usable as gifts, and if you did want to use them, I'm sure you could, but we're going to straighten these out. We're just going to hammer them back into shape. My T, there it is. So we're finishing up our last word here. I'm trying to keep up looking at the screen for comments. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment. Like I said at the beginning, this will be going into or onto YouTube in the live feed. It's going to be Twitch live stream for the playlist. But feel free to leave me a comment, and I always try and get back to everyone. All right. So, here is the funny part. These are diet forks, and these are diet spoons. I accidentally stamped all of them diet forks one time. So, make sure I separate them, and I start right here. So, I got my S in here, double check, it's my S. Got to turn the right way, and now we're just going to do the spoons. Same thing, we're going to give a little gap though between the words. I couldn't believe I did that whenever I looked at it. I actually sent it out to a customer. Yeah, not a great moment. Grab our P. Sorry guys, I need a cameraman. So you can really see the bends now. If you guys haven't subscribed yet or followed, make sure you do that. It really helps us out. Let go. Come on. That's weird. I don't know why it's stuck. Alright, now we're on to O. It's my favorite letter in Spoon because I get to do it twice. Trying to have fun with it. There's so many things you can do with stamping. I just got some new stamps that I haven't had a chance to use yet, but I do have a bunch of other projects coming up. Got our N, last letter. I did build up the handle on my bar, and it's helped a lot, but I still get the fatigue from like the grip pushing down. For a second there, it didn't look like an N. I got into one project and I was almost done with the whole word, and I ended up putting the second or third to last letter in sideways. I was so upset. Alright, that spoons for now are done stamping. Get this out of here. Alright, we're going for forks now. And same thing. And this one's a lot easier to space because it's only 4 letters long. So we don't need a ton of room. See, I'm getting some wiggle here. My top one came out around. Gotta keep your eye on that. Guess what I just did? Well, that's what I get for talking and changing things up. Let's see if I can get that O to kind of pass in this. That should pass. Almost there. After this, I think I'm going to make some squid. And once these are, or once the bud vases are done, we'll get these guys tossed in the tumbler. Find my R. I think for things like this, having the capital letters, they're more recognizable. Can you tell my arm's getting tired? I'm starting to use two hands. Alright, last letter. Fork. All right, last one. So I'm going to zoom you guys out now. Get you back to here. I'll just go all the way out. Alright, now I'll just put these guys back. And they just go back in the case, and they're threes. That keeps them in order, so whenever I take them out and put them on my strip here, they're all set to go. I don't have to try and figure out what letter is what. It's already in its spot. Oh, before I forget, Flip this guy over. Same thing again, where I want my pressure. This is where I want the most pressure right here. That's where I want my pressure. So I'm gonna put this guy here. All right. Let's come back down here. All right. So I'm gonna bring me, actually, I don't mind sitting over here in the corner. It's not too bad. So we're gonna straighten these guys out now. Let's grab our piece of brown board. Sarah, I'm gonna be hammering. All right, so we got these guys back pretty much flat. Now, oh, so I changed from the brown board. There it is. I changed from the brown board. It's a hard surface, doesn't leave any marks, but it can only go down as far as the board, and I want it to go down a little bit more than that. So when I put the leather on here, it gives me just a little bit more squish that I can get in this area here. So that's why I switched to the leather. So now we have to cheat and make all of these forks. Well, we're not going to cheat. I just forgot a step while we were supposed to be over here. So let's go back here. So I'm taking the forks now, and I'm going to bend over 3 of the tines. So I'm just buffing off the rouge, the metal cleaner, because we're not going to be able to get underneath 3 of these again. So I just want to make sure that it's all wiped off. Alright, so I am leaving these curved like they normally are. Taking my base block and I'm taking my square block. On the previous version of this press, there was a collar that went over this bar, and it had a square edge on it. So I used to be able to do that, but now I use this block, and I'm going about halfway down the tine. So I'm just going to get it straight. Okay, so I have my fork tine right here hanging off. So whenever I hold on to this and I lift it up, it goes down. See how that's working? What that gives me is that gives me a level surface right here to bend these down. So let's just get all these bent real quick. And this part doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a whole lot easier to bend if they're all pretty much level. And there's no spot on here that you have to be. There's nothing that says that it has to be halfway or needs to be able to do anything other than bend. That's it. You're just bending them. You can do all this by hand. Just use your flat pliers. So we're done with that. We'll get our pin put back in here. Oh. I made this little piece to cover this so my block can come all the way down. Alright, we're going to grab our flat nose pliers here. And I'm just going to grab this, bend it over. I have to keep training myself to look up, see what you guys see. So I may have gone down a little too far on these, but that's okay. It's still going to do what we want it to do. 3 of these tines are not going to be usable. So taking the pliers, I'm just bending them straight back. That gives us some consistency, because they're all bent still about the same. Ouch. I think I missed your comment earlier, Kansas Muse. I'm sorry. Alright, now we're going to take our metal block, or our brown board again. Hammering, Sarah. Alright, so when I get to this point here, I take and I use the corner or the edge of the mallet to kind of get it to do that fold. Alright, now we have a whole bunch of dat forks. Let me bring you back up here. Okay, now I use these, I got these Lowe's permanent markers a while back. They were on clearance for like 25 cents or something. Anyways, I used this black permanent marker, and I'm going to go in here and I'm letting the liquid, the marker ink, it down inside the grooves. So you can use liver of sulfur. There's stuff, I think Max Black or something like that, that you can use to actually make it patina instead of using the permanent marker. Eventually they will tarnish again by themselves, but this is not tarnish, but it gives us the results that we want right now. Just make sure I'm getting lots of fluid in those letters. So, and then after this, I'll show you a little trick I use. Now the liquid's really starting to flow, the ink. So we'll get all of these done, and then we'll kind of look at them again, just to make sure we got everything full. So excited for some of the new projects that we've got going on. So because I'm doing the live streams here, you guys are getting real time, which in a way is unfortunate because learning time is a lot longer than experience time. So like so right now we just made 8 sets of fork and spoons in 2 hours. My first spoon cutting out took me maybe an hour or so to get it figured out, and then before I was stamping with just my hammer and my bits, and so that was this would have taken me, long story short, would have taken me about 3 hours just a couple of years ago. But now that I know what I'm doing, I have that experience, I can do these a lot faster. Alright, so let's just check our other ones here. Sometimes the letters just don't quite fill in totally, so you just want to check them at different angles. Alright, I'm excited. I'm so excited to do that pendant with the I always forget the name of that stone. kills me. The blue one. That's funny. This guy. So the one is a moonstone. And this one here I have it written down in my book. So this is the first piece I would have designed for the stones. Come on. There you go. I can see you through the next thing. Larimar. That's it. I'm excited to work with that. Okay. So we have all of this now. Everything's been done. I'm gonna fill this guy up. So this is just regular alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find my spot. I don't have a spot on this one yet. Alright. Take your rag, put some alcohol on it, and you're gonna take your finger, I use my thumb, and I'm gonna go right over the top. Diet fork, diet spoon. I can't read now. So this stuff, once you get the black on it, you're going to need to start changing spots. Just keep wiping this off. And we're going to go back over it with a little sanding disc to make sure that we get the center parts, like the D and the spaces between the E and the N, the bottom of the N. And the parts of the O. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to spray this, because if you spray it, you're spraying down into the ink. We don't want to do that. And once your piece starts turning purple, you need to change spots. Especially in these diet forks, you need to go over it and just kind of polish the high spots. So I haven't been able to tell which one I double stamped the F on. So that's a good thing. Alright, last one. Zoom! Oh, that hurt. Alright, so we're going to take this. Let me use my 1000 grit. Green, it's just the green polishing wheel. And basically, I'm just trying to get these high spots. See the D there? Just popped up. So just trying to bring out those letters. Come on, man. That spoon. And we're just doing the same thing. Trying to get the high spots. Do you feel like you're at the dentist yet? Yeah. Alright. You guys still see all that? So once these are done, I'm only really doing this part because they're going in the tumbler. The tumbler's going to get them nice and shiny. I just want to make sure that I get that marker off of there so that the tumbler can do what it needs to do. So, hope you guys are having fun today. I like being able to just work, talk, and now that it's not on my phone, it's on the camera, I can listen to my music and be able to just keep working. Pretty much get the idea. We're just getting those high spots. Alright, 5 more. And these are done. My desk is getting really small. I'm barely putting any pressure on it too, just enough to get down in the high spots. Last one. Alright, there we go. That spoon. That fork. Boom. And it actually zoomed in correct. That's awesome. Alright, so these are all ready for the tumbler. The tumbler, if we're at 2 hours, still has an hour or 45 minutes left. So we're gonna put these back here. I'm gonna take a little break for a second, see if this works. Come on, just work. Alright, there we go. I'll be right back, everybody. What's up?
I was like,
laundry.
I don't recognize this bag. Yeah, just push. Was that your clothes or? Yeah. Okay. I was like, sorry. I I've literally been in bed for 3 days. I don't know what's happening. I didn't even know you had clothes here. I saw the bag earlier and I was like, man, that bag doesn't look familiar. Oh well. Oh, okay. Explains why I had the dryer last night then. How was your cake?
I haven't had it yet.
You haven't even eaten it yet?
No.